Welcome back. Arraignment today in the case of Tori Sandoval, the 2-year-old girl who was taken from her foster parents, returned to her birth parents, and they are accused of killing her nearly a year ago. Now, this was after the foster parents, Terry and Kelly Sedgewick, pleaded to keep the girl, saying that she wouldn't be safe with her birth parents. The Sedgewicks were on Good Day LA about 3 weeks ago.
We tried, and Kelly begged them in our living room not to take her because she knew of the possibilities of what might happen.
They just decided that they were going to send her back, and it was not safe. And none of the other children, her siblings, none of them were back with the parents.
So there were 11 children?
Well, Tori was number 9, and then after Tori, she had 2 more after. She's had 2 after.
Robin Sachs is outside the courthouse in Pomona. And good morning again, Robin. Let me ask you, going into this, are you covering this as a legal reporter, or are you an advocate in this?
No, I am just as a legal reporter, been passionate about this case since the Sedgewick family came to me, knowing about my passion about children's advocacy, but it's really a case that needs children's voice, and no better voice than mine, but even better than my voice is the voice of the family. There's 12 people here in court today, including 3 of the foster parents, Sedgewick family, including all 3 of the foster parents that were Tori's foster parents in her life. And I have with me actually Terry Sedgewick now.
Oh. Hi, Terry.
So this is Terry, and Terry, I want to know, why is it that you came out to court today?
Well, we came out to finally see justice being served and to give Tori a voice. We really want to have all the children's voices heard and to bring some sense and some finality to all this.
You would think that after everything you've been through, with all the system failures, everything you've seen, that you would never ever want to deal with the system again, but yet you still advocate for people to foster and to give children a voice, and you want people to actually utilize the same system that failed. Why is that?
We do, because there's so many children that need homes. They need to be loved, and we've seen firsthand, and we've also adopted since the passing of Tori, we've seen what a difference it makes in their lives, and what a difference it's made in our lives too.
If you could ask the system to do just one thing, what would be the one thing, the one change that you would want to see in the foster system?
We'd want to see the system actually just live and go by the rules and regulations that they've created.
That's been the biggest issue here, is that this has been a system that just doesn't work. It's a broken system, and the one benefit is that this is an opportunity to look at the foster care system, but the other benefit is actually that the DA's office has filed charges against the actual biological mom and the stepdad, so as to send a voice that we're going to hold everyone accountable in this long line of failures.
And what about, we've been throwing the words around system failure, system. That's a person behind that system. In this case, it was a judge. Has anyone, obviously the judge knows that that decision that they made killed that child. I mean, that's the bottom line. Why is there no accountability on that end? Why are people like that above the law? And shouldn't they be questioned on, your decision ended in the death of that child? Do you not have some feeling about that?
No, and I am with you, sister. I'm telling you, that is exactly the angst that we all feel. Yes, there was a judge, but there was more than just the judge. It was the judge that signed the papers and made the decision, but it was the Department of Children and Family Services that made the recommendation that reunification was much more important, basically saying blood ties were more important than safety concerns.
No matter
and that's what's so despicable.
No matter how negligent
it doesn't
that
mean
blood is.
When this was going through the process, even though the process failed, were they not aware of the potential danger, or was the issue of blood ties so much that they didn't even look at it?
Well, they certainly were made aware. Linda Contis, who's actually sitting in court right now and hopefully will come out and speak with us a little bit later, was the founder of the foster care agency, contracted by the county to actually place foster kids with foster parents, wrote a letter urging, begging the family, or excuse me, the court system to not return this child, knowing that all the warning signs were there. Within the amount of time that she was there, Tori ended up having worsening conditions that should have been signs for everybody. And when she died hungry, she died thirsty, she died with fractured ribs.
Oh,
breaks my heart. So they ignored the foster woman. They ignored her.
And Mr. Sedgewick, thank you for appearing. Thank you, Robin.
And you know, Terry's spirit is so, to me, I'd be broken but he is going on.
Oh, he's got a
because
large- he's
foster
got a bigger
care
thing,
is
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in 5 foster care. It is the most important thing. You are grooming that child for a life outside, and sometimes that life is better off without blood. The blood thing is just—it's a
the
ridiculous argument.
Blood doesn't trump reality.
No.
You know, facts on the ground for
Yeah.
crying out loud.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to change our mood completely right
We
now.
are. I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm going to try to lift you guys up just a
Okay.
little
Thank
bit.
you.
I know, just a little bit. Okay, after mashing up Tim Tebow with David Bowie, Jimmy Fallon.
Small wedding.
No